Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the wild world of Wall Street by digging into company filings. Today we're cracking open a report from Worksport Ltd, a company that seems to be revving its engines, and we're going to see if their financial report is putting the pedal to the metal. Before we dive in, if you like getting these no-fluff breakdowns, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we have a Discord community too where we chat more about these things. You can find the link in the description. So what we have here is a current report from Worksport Ltd. It is not a super detailed financial report like a quarterly or annual one, but it is still important because it tells us about significant events. Think of it as a big announcement or update that the company felt investors needed to know about right away. The most important piece of information from the get-go is the date. This report comes out on the 16th of October 2025, and it is detailing things that happened on the same day. So this is fresh news. This part just means they are following the rules for reporting to the public. It is like saying, we're playing by the rules when it comes to telling everyone what is going on. Now we get to the juicy part, this section. Item 7.01 is all about Regulation FD. Think of FD as fair disclosure. This rule is in place to make sure that when a company shares important information, they share it with everyone at the same time, not just a select few people. If they happen to accidentally share something with one person they don't want to, they have to share it publicly right away. And what did they announce on the 16th of October? A press release with some pretty exciting claims. They are saying they had record revenue growth in the third quarter and their profit margins got a big boost. And it sounds like it is all happening as they get ready to launch 3 new clean energy products. This is definitely the story they are trying to tell us today. Record revenue and expanding margins are usually great news, if true. So this report is basically saying, hey, we released this important press release and here it is attached for you to see. They are pointing us to the press release as the main source of information for this announcement. This is a really important disclaimer. They are saying that while they are sharing this information, it is not technically considered filed in the same way that their main financial reports are. This means they are not taking on the same legal responsibility for this particular disclosure versus a more detailed filing. It is a way for them to share news without the same level of legal accountability associated with formal financial statements. They are essentially saying caveat emptor, or buyer beware regarding these claims in this context. This next part just tells us what else is included with this report. This confirms they are including the full press release as Exhibit 99.1. This is where all the details about that record revenue and margin expansion would be. And it also mentions the upcoming clean energy product launches. This is the core of today's update. And Exhibit 104 is for something called an interactive data file. This is basically a machine-readable version of the filing, which makes it easier for computers to read and analyze the information. It is embedded within the document itself. Then we have the signatures. This is the official sign-off from the company's leadership confirming the report's accuracy. And here we see the name Stephen Rossi signing off as the Chief Executive Officer. This makes the report official. Now, let us talk about what this filing, along with the press release it points to, really means. Worksport is telling us they had a phenomenal third quarter. They are boasting about record revenue growth and a dramatic improvement in their profit margins. Let us unpack this a bit. Revenue growth means they are selling more stuff compared to previous periods. Record revenue growth means they are selling more than ever before. That is generally a strong positive sign. But here is the really interesting part, 2,300 basis point margin expansion. What does that even mean? A basis point is just 1/100th of a percent. So 2,300 basis points is equal to 23%. They are saying their profit margin has expanded by 23%. That is a massive jump. If their profit margin was, say, 10% before, now it is 33%. This means for every dollar they sell, they are keeping much more of it as profit for a company looking to grow and maybe reinvest in new products. This kind of margin expansion is a huge win. It suggests they might be getting better at making their products, cutting down on costs related to selling them. Or perhaps they are selling higher margin products. The timing of this announcement is also key. They are mentioning this record performance is happening ahead of 3 clean energy product launches. New product launches are always a big deal for growth companies. They represent new opportunities to capture market share and generate more revenue. If these existing strong numbers are reported just as they are about to release new products, it could create a lot of investor excitement. It suggests the company has momentum and is poised for further growth. However, we have to remember that disclaimer we saw. This information isn't as formally scrutinized as a full 10Q or 10K filing. So, while the claims are exciting, they should be viewed with informed skepticism until we see them backed up in their next, more comprehensive financial report. That press release is the key. We do want to see the raw numbers to understand the scale of that revenue growth and what exactly drove that 23% margin expansion. Was it higher prices, lower costs, or a mix of both? And are these new clean energy products a significant part of that success? Or is this growth coming from their existing offerings? On the whole, this filing is a signal. It is Worksport Ltd sending out a message that they are performing exceptionally well, particularly in their most recent quarter, and they are positioning themselves for future growth with new product introductions. It is a positive outlook, but like any good investor, we will be looking for the detailed financial statements to show us the full picture and verify these impressive claims. Keep in mind, a 23% margin expansion is not something that happens every day, so it will be crucial to see the numbers behind it. The company's direction seems to be focused on expanding its product line in the clean energy sector, and these reported strong financials suggest they are successfully executing on their strategy, at least in the short term. The main risk here is whether this reported performance is sustainable, and if it will translate into long-term value. The success of these new clean energy products will be a major factor to watch. Alright, that is our quick peek into Worksport Ltd's latest announcement. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company? Do you think this margin expansion is sustainable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps us out, and please subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. And don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description for more conversations. Thanks for watching, see you next time.